Hey everybody, welcome back. It's Grampy again, and we are standing up on top of our newest creation, our circus wagon, and we're kind of surveying our base a little bit. There's obviously Vale Mansion, designed, actually a real mansion that exists in Independence, Missouri. And it was built in 1881, but this Minecraft creation was designed by WBC Builds. If you want to go back and check the episodes where I was building this, you can find all of WBC Builds YouTube videos that show how to make one of these if you want to make one yourself. And then kind of scanning across, you can't see it too well, but there's our castle in the background that's enclosing our villager trading hall. There's our little hobbit hidey hole. That was the right back behind me, exactly behind me is our original hidey hole. And there's our barn that Logical Geek Boy designed on the Legacy SMP server to house the sheep or wool farm. And then in the background is Logic's, a version of Logic's iron farm. So anyway, we're just kind of admiring the view. I think we've got a pretty awesome base going here, and it's about ready to get more awesome because we're going to start on, oops, which direction? There we go. We're going to start right there where you see that outline and build a little, I don't know what you'd call it. It's steampunk, I guess, although it's not really steampunk. This version, this house that I'm going to build, it might be better just to call it kind of rustic or medieval or whatever you call it. It was designed by LeCorbloc. He's a guy from France, and I think he's kind of not active anymore. He doesn't look like he's published a video in 4 or 5 years or something, but he was pretty active for a while, and he designed this awesome little steampunk house, and we're going to build it, or at least something close to it. We'll give him credit, and I'll link his videos, obviously, but we're going to start right there and do that. Okay, we are back. And if you look at my hotbar, you will notice that I have 0 XP. Because I got interrupted during one of the episodes of building the circus car and hugging out here, and a drowned came up and killed me. So anyway, I got my stuff back though. Fortunately, I kind of heard it happening, and I came over and grabbed my stuff before it despawned. So anyway, we're gonna take these up by 5, so all the way around. So here we go. Okay, guys, we are done with that, and first thing we need to do is decide which is the entrance. I guess it makes sense that it's going to be right here in the middle. So everywhere else, well, first, I forgot a step. We're going to put a block right here all the way around. So let me get that done. Then we're going to do our stairs. Except the one I just decided we wouldn't do. Just like that. And now we're going to put some more stairs up here. I may not have made enough. put some stone brick stairs right here in between those. And we should kind of mix it up with some mossy and cracked stuff, but I don't have any right now, so we may come back in and do that if we decide it would add enough value. But for right now, we're just going to use all normal. Just like that. And then one final little detail will be some slabs. We're going to add slabs just like this. Not on the corners, though. And voila, as LeCorbloc would say. He speaks, the videos are all in French, but it's kind of cool. You can hear words that we have actually stolen from the French language. By the way, English does that a lot, right? I mean, maybe one of the reasons that English is kind of adopted as the, you know, official language of science is that we have a lot of ways to describe things, and if we don't have a word, we have no problem at all inventing a new one, or more likely just borrowing one from another language. And French is the most popular language to borrow from. There's a whole lot of words in our English, everyday English language that we have borrowed from French, from the French language, like rendezvous, or you know, of course, Chardonnay, but just a lot of French words. So we can describe new things, new discoveries come up. Languages don't have something to describe them. The English language typically has a way to accommodate it. And the French are very protective of their language. You know, it's they're very proud of the beauty and expressiveness of French, and they are very protective of it. Actually, there's I think I'm talking like I'm an expert here. I'm not. My daughter is very fluent in French. She's a high school French teacher, but she spent a number of years living in France. She studied French all the way from junior high school all the way up through college. She has a degree in modern languages in addition to some other degrees. But anyway, she lived in France. She lived up in the northern Normandy area in a little town called Forges-les-Eaux, is where the school she taught English at a local high school in a little town in Normandy called Forges-les-Eaux, which is real close to Rouen. I think that's how you say it, Rouen. Somebody knows how to speak French would be laughing at me, and my daughter would also. But by living in France for a couple of years, she became very fluent, and actually to the point where she could kind of fool them. I mean, she could go to Paris, and I think they knew that she was not a native, but she had the accent down pretty well and everything. I mean, she's very fluent in French. Anyway, the French have a federal or a government agency whose job it is to sort of protect and purify the language. I don't know what it's called, but they like periodically delete words that sort of creep into the language in everyday common use. And they will, you know, they'll formally say, "Le weekend is no longer an approved word," or "le drugstore," or, you know, words that just kind of creep in. And so, anyway, that's why I think French would be difficult to use as the official language of science because, they're very protective about keeping it pure and keeping it beautiful. English, I guess we don't care. Beauty is not the purpose. It's just communicating as effectively as we can. Now, people that had to learn English as a second language would be laughing at me because it'd be very difficult to learn English. All of the homophones, that's a risky word to say, homophone. It doesn't have anything to do with, sexuality. It's two words that sound exactly alike but are completely different, spelled differently, and mean different things. Like out there, one word for that body of water would be seas, like S-E-A-S. And if I wanted to grab this chicken, I might seize that chicken, S-E-I-Z-E. You know what I mean? Or night, when the sun goes down, it's going to become night. But if I put on all my armor, I might be a knight, K-N-I-G-H-T. So anyway, just English would be a terribly hard language to learn because of that and other reasons. Anyway, I don't even know what got me onto all that. Oh yeah, it was the guy who created this video, LeCorbloc, is a Frenchman. I've always thought that French was such a beautiful language when this is going to get me in some trouble maybe, but when women speak French, it's just beautiful. Not so sure about how I feel about it when men speak. It just seems like they're sneering at you, like, oh, So, but I think it's a beautiful language when women use it. Now, one thing to keep in mind here as we put this layer of, I don't know why I did that, I needed to keep it, is we're going to make the ends of these logs terminate very consistently. So in the front, the logs on the end you'll see I guess that means I shouldn't be wasting time talking about crap like that. But the ends of the logs will be this direction always. Every level we go up, we'll maintain that pattern very consistently. So let's go back up and try that again. Same on this end. We'll terminate them this way. So right there. Now we're going to go up by 3 here. The thing about steampunk houses is that, the thing that adds that fantasy, cartoonish, imaginary look to them is that they're kind of upside down. Typically, you'd think of a tower, especially if you get a big, tall tower house, which we're going to build over there. But typically, you see a tower, it starts out big on the bottom and then gets more narrow as it goes up. Steampunk's exactly the opposite of that. It is and that's what lends the, kind of the crazy, cartoonish look to them, is they get bigger as they go up. And they accomplish that by doing just what I did, right? I put this next layer, which these are going to be the walls of the second layer, on the outside edge. So anyway, just a little of that. Well, I need to go get some wool, so I will be back in a flash. We've got to get some more stuff. Okay, I just got back from our barn and grabbed some more wool. Really happy we're able to use wool. Since we have a whole barn full of it. So we're just going to add 1 course of wool here with another pillar of spruce logs. I think spruce logs are the best for this. I mean, you can use whatever you like, but I think the dark color is just right for these kind of houses. Okay, first we're going to go up here and add in some window detail. And see if I can place it right. Yep, I think that'll do. And then right side upstairs there. Okay, we are back with some glass. We're just going to put a pane right there. Now we're going to add a little support structure that also serves as kind of a really fantasy style decorative detail. We're going to start with some spruce stairs. Actually, I'm just going to fly up there. And a block on top of the stairs with another stair coming out from that. Slab on top, out with another slab. Actually, this is a full block here, isn't it? I don't want to use slabs when it actually makes a full block. I don't know why. Nobody can tell until you break it, but I would just rather use a full block there. So like that. And then out again with the slab. So that kind of creates a curved support structure that's actually going to be supporting well, let's build the let's see. I think we have to build this second ring first. So again, this is just gonna match the one we did down below, and you can see we're terminating the logs in the same direction, but this one comes out one farther than that one, which is what creates that, you know, impression of the thing getting bigger as it goes out. And terminating that way here too. Wait, we need to come out farther, sorry. Is that right? I don't think that's right. This comes out farther. Comes out to there. I'm just going to kind of do a more casual gameplay type recording and let you see all my mess ups, which there will be a lot of them. You've already seen a bunch of them. And we'll just see how this goes. So, as soon as I get this done, This may be a little longer video than normal. Okay, so there's that ring done, and then we're going to go up by 4 here. But right here, we're going to come out by 5. Thought I had something to jump on up there. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, out by 5. And we're going to terminate those end logs in the same way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So see, the ends of these are showing just like those and those. We're going to go up by 4. Just like this. I think we just delete all of these up to here. You see, we're going to have white wool. Filling that space and that space. This is very symmetrical, by the way. We're going to do the exact same thing on the back side of this deal. But you can kind of see, I just wanted to get far enough where you could actually see what we're doing. Now that I look at it, I think I might have made a mistake. I thought those should have come down closer. We'll figure it out. Anyway, there it is. There's a start. And we'll pick it up in the next episode. Really appreciate you watching this one. Hope it was worth watching. And I hope, you know, if you want to build one of these, I hope you can kind of follow along. If not, you know, I'll leave LeCorbloc. What's his name? LeCorbloc. L-E, capital C-O-R-B-L-O-C. LeCorbloc. So anyway, guys, I'll leave a link to his video, and you can build it from that for sure. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.